Hello, and Randy here. We're playing Farming Simulator 25, and today we're looking at the Plains and Prairies DLC. And I don't know about you folks, when I first seen this DLC was being released, I was pretty excited here because I think we have some really nice equipment here in this DLC from the versatile tractors. We got some old Ford tractors. We actually got a couple of the newer versatile tractors here as well. So this isn't just all old stuff, everyone. We got some old stuff, some new stuff, and we got some larger equipment here as well. In fact, I would say most of this stuff is actually larger equipment here, maybe with the exception of some of the tractors are maybe a little bit on the smaller side here. But for the most part, this is big, prairies and farms, equipment, right? So, or plains and prairies, I should say. Plains and prairies style equipment. So we'll just start by going through the tractors here, by the way. This DLC, of course, available on all the platforms and all that good stuff here. If you folks like the looks of this DLC, I highly suggest going out and buying it, and then maybe that'll, hey, Giants, more DLCs like this would be great, right? As opposed to maybe the next set. Now, the next set, don't get me wrong, kind of a cool DLC, but this DLC I think is far, far cooler. Of course, for those of you who have the 1 year pass there, or you should have this as part of that that first year pass there for Farming Simulator 25. So, again, if you got that first year, this DLC is included as a part of that. Anyway, starting off with the first tractor here, Versatile 175 here, or it's just a medium tractor. There's a couple different sizes in that. Got a couple different tire options as well. It looks like probably the European hitch is the only style hitch, I believe, on that tractor here. So again, that is under medium tractors here. We got the Versatile Nemesis. Yeah, probably not quite saying that right there, but there you go. Attaches 3-point on the front, or you can do weights. Like I said, I don't think you switch out to a US style hitch on the back of that, unfortunately, but oh well. Starting to get up to the bigger tractors, then we do have the US style hitch there. Let's see, this is the another versatile tractor here. It's a 365. This is going to be a bigger tractor here, getting up in that 400 horsepower range here. Anywhere from what I think it's a 300, 300 all the way up to 400 horsepower. There you can switch to the US style attacher there as well. Add weights, take away weights, different tire options here. We do have some, narrower tires here for row crops, that type of setup. We'll just keep moving down the line here. Older versatile tractor. Now, I'm not sure what's going on with this tractor, but I don't think something is quite right here with the modeling. It seems like we're missing, and something goes to the same for this blue tractor as well. Just to show you in the shop, I don't think something, like I said, is quite right. So if you look at the image here, it looks like there should be decals there, 976. And looks like we got some other stuff going on here as well. But, you get in here, it's missing the decals. So I'm guessing something's maybe not quite right with this tractor here, but Giants hope to fix that at some point. I think, like I said, we're just missing some decals here on this tractor. The rest of it looks pretty good there, of course. This, of course, is an older tractor, and I know it's a big four-wheel drive, but it's actually technically, I think it's actually smaller. Goes up to what, 300? Yeah, actually only 365 horsepower, I guess, right? The 976 here. Only 365 horsepower. And we got also this tractor. I'm thinking there's a couple things maybe wrong with this tractor one. Again, if you go to the picture, no, actually, okay, it's supposed to be this one. You got two of them here. You got a Ford, and then you got a Versatile. I'm pretty sure this one is supposed to be the Versatile color scheme. I don't think this one's actually supposed to be blue, because, again, if you look at this picture, we got the classic Versatile red and yellow color scheme going on here, and the black too, I guess, right? 1156 here, getting up to 470 horsepower in this tractor. Obviously, it doesn't quite look like the picture. So something, again, I'm thinking Giants maybe needs to do a little work on this one here. So hopefully Giants will fix this at some point. Missing the decals, and then, don't think it's supposed to be this color. Maybe you folks correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong, but pretty sure the picture's supposed to match on that one. And then, moving on to the next one here, we got Big Roy. For those who are not familiar, this is a big, versatile tractor here. Just, it's like the overall size of it, right? Very unique tractor. It has 8 tires, and it is articulated in the middle. So just, this is a real-life tractor, by the way. I'm not sure, if this is a one-off. I'm not super familiar with that one. But, yes, this is a real-life tractor here. And, again, like I said, it is an articulated tractor as well. Big Roy. Rather, just one of those unique older tractors, I guess you could say. It's got a couple seats back here too. Yeah, I guess, you know, multiple people can ride along if you want, right? And then moving on to another newer Versatile tractor. This is the Versatile tractor, another articulated tractor here. This is getting up into the higher horsepower here, 600. And actually, what's Big Roy is, oh, just 600. So it's not really that high in horsepower compared to not modern tractors, right? And then, of course, we got the big Versatile here with tracks. Goes up to 665 horsepower there. So a very respectably sized tractor there. You got options between duals and, yeah, the narrower ones. Big Roy, I think, yeah, Big Roy does not have any tire options. This one has some tire options here. You can go wider, and then you got some row crop and some wider ones as well. You can also add some additional weights. Same goes for the Versatile 976 here as well. Moving on to the Ford tractors, which I believe the Ford tractors are pretty much the same as the Versatile here. So the Versatile 976. Oh, actually, you know what? That says right there, Versatile. The Ford 976 right there. So pretty much the same as that one. And then you got the bigger Ford here as well, the 1156. Notice these have the decals on them. And yeah, I think this color matches that one over there. So I'm guessing Giants just has something wrong in the configurations here. Again, all the same tire options as those. Kind of nice, again, seeing some of these older tractors in the game like that. Some Fords and some Versatiles there. So yeah, kind of cool. I'm definitely liking the looks of that one. And then we also have a truck part of this pack here as well. International. I don't know why we're zoomed out so far, but okay. Please wait while I zoom in here. My goodness. Newer International truck here has a whole bunch of different options on it. Which, you know, again, it's a little bit surprising if you ask me, because Giants, and when it comes to options, sometimes Giants vehicles and equipment tend to be a little bit limited in options, right? But you can do day cab, high rise sleeper. You got the sky rise sleeper here, back to the day cab. A bunch of different engine options here. You can take that aero part off there. Yeah, plastic painted mirrors, yes, no. Sun shield, yes, no. And of course, you can change the colors there. So some good options on that truck. Good American style truck right there, of course, by the way. And then we have, I think, is one more? I think there's one more drivable piece of equipment, and that is the sprayer here. The sprayer has some good options on it as well. Comes as both a spreader and a sprayer here. The sprayer has, I think it's up to 40-meter booms. So some good sized booms on this sprayer here. And then we also got the spreader here as well for dry product. And this spreader does also have the option for an air bar as well. If we go take a look at it here under the sprayers here a minute. I think it's actually under that one. They don't actually have a separate category anymore for like drivable versus tow behind sprayers. It's all under sprayers now. If we go to, yeah. So in the other, you can see we got the air booms on this here. So rather than just a disc style spreader, yeah, spreads them out that way. So that's all the drivable equipment. And those are the Fendt spreaders and sprayers there, by the way. Moving on to the towable equipment, tillage equipment, all that fun stuff here. Starting off with the grain cart here. 2,500 bushel Brandt grain cart. Not a whole lot of decals on this one, is there? I'm trying to look. Where's the... there it says 2,500 DXT grain cart. Yeah, that's just an overall a big grain cart. And I forgot to look. How many liters does that hold here? That is 88,000 liters. So compared to, I think this one probably goes up about the same. Oh, actually, that one goes to 70,000 liters. I think this one is what? Oh, 2,000. Yeah, so this one, the Haul Master only goes up to 2,000. This one obviously goes up to 2,500. So I believe that makes that the biggest grain cart in the game, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got a trailer here, just a generic trailer, I guess, for hauling. I'm not sure if there's a specific, like, what is this one for hauling? It's a live bottom rear lift, I guess it says. Where is this not out? Oh, it's under semi-trailers. That's right. This one is under semi-trailers here. So live bottom rear lift, Plains and Prairies. Doesn't actually hold. I was just realized 36,000 So it doesn't really hold a lot. Holds all the different crop types, though, from the looks of it. So, yep, there's another trailer type. And then we get to some of the tillage. Actually, I guess, technically, I think this is the only tillage piece of equipment. I was going to say multiple tillage, but no. Just the one piece of tillage equipment here. The Salaford. Oh, whatever the number on this is here. The Salaford 1260. And that is under disc harrows, by the way. So, yeah, looking for this one. It is under disc harrows here. Needs 600 horsepower, 18 meters wide. So, a nice large piece of a tillage equipment here. Keep in mind, it is under the disc harrows. And I believe that'd be considered probably a light. Yeah, so a shallow, I should call it. That is for shallow cultivation. So, just something to keep in mind with that. And then we get into the seeders here. Vaderstad seeder. And then the tank is over yonder there somewhere here. And this obviously is a large seeder here. Need 550 horsepower, 25.6 meters wide. No configurable options on it. It's what it is what it is. So, and then under the seed tanks here, that is where the tank for it is. You can add duals on the back if you want. I don't think there's twins on the front. No, just twins on the back. That is it. That is the tank there for that seeder. This is a pull behind tank here. So seeder first, then the tank when you're pulling it. And then we also have a planter here as well. The Vaderstad Kempo K24. I'm assuming that probably means 24 row planter here. So decent sized row crop planter. Bit of a unique shape, I would say, compared to, say, some of the more standard, what I would call American-style planters I'm used to. You know, going to, like, the John Deere, stuff like that. A little more standard, what I would consider I'm used to. Well, let's see. Anything else here? Yeah, I think that's everything under seeders. We do want to go back up to, or actually down to, technically, down to fertilizer spreaders here. We do have a Salaford 9620 air boom applicator here. So it has the air booms on it, just like the Fenton does there. Don't think you can change. No, that's air booms, and that is the only option for that there. Advantage to this in real life, for those who might be wondering, a little more, in theory, even distribution of the material across the ground versus the typical spreader style, where sometimes you start getting out towards the edges there, it can get a little light. Middle might be a little heavier. Not maybe necessarily the most consistent spread pattern on those all the time. Especially you start getting wind and stuff like that. That can start throwing that stuff off. And then, real excited, we need to go down to the slurry category here. Let's see, where's the slurry category? Did I go past it? Apparently, I went past. Oh, that's right, it's up. It's under yield improvements here. I always forget about that. So under slurry tankers here, we got two different ones here. We got the GEA. Well, you can see the model number there, 4800 here. What does that hold? 21,000 liters of liquid goodness there in that one. And then we got an even bigger one. So that's triple axle. We got the quad axle here. Holds 35. Well, let's call it 36,000 at that point with that number there. 36,000 liters of liquid goodness. That's a good sized tank right there. I do find it interesting on these particular ones, Evan. The US attacher style is the default on these. A lot of times in the game, Evan, you see EU being the default attacher. But on these, it is the American attacher. I guess they probably figured this is more of an American style spreader here, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. And then one last piece of slurry equipment here. We do have the transport tanker as well. And this is a big transport tanker. Oh, my goodness. Holds almost 40,000 liters of liquid goodness here in this tank. That's a lot of liquid promises right there. A lot of government. And then I didn't show it on here. I didn't buy it, I should say. We do also have, let's see, once here. Where is our attachers here? There is a front loader attacher here for the tractor as well. There we go, front loaders. Yeah, there's the version. So like I said, I didn't buy this particular one of them, but that goes on the small versatile tractor there. So yeah, there's the large tanker there. And like I said, that is a large tanker there, if you ask me. There's the spreaders, the quad axle and the triple axle. There's the air boom spreader. And then we looked at the sprayers already. There's the 24 row corn or row crop planter. and then the tank that goes with the seeder here, the air cart, I guess you could say. Or, yeah, it is an air cart. Can you get up there? There we go. Get up on top of the tanks there. Of course, comes with the conveyor for filling it. And that does look like a rather large conveyor. Wow. That thing is long. How much does this tank hold here? I forgot to look at that. This tank holds, seed tanks here, 35,000 liters. So, yeah, that tank holds just a fair amount. Rather interesting that it's under seed tanks. So maybe just something to keep in mind with that. That caught me a little off guard here as well, because obviously you go over here. Well, there's the tank for that one, right? And I think, is there one other? Yes, the Ben-Nar here. The tank for this seeder is right there. So, like, the rest of the tanks are all in the seeder category of one, except for the Vonderstad, which actually has one under the seed tank category. So, just FYI on that one. Okay, I think with that one, we're going to wrap it up here for this video. So, again, if folks like the looks of this DLC, highly recommend going out and getting it, especially if you don't already have the first year pass there. Again, this does come with the first year, so if you got that first year pass, you will already have this. And again, definitely one of my favorite DLCs here for Farming Simulator 25 so far. Of course, we've got quite a few more to come yet, hopefully, but definitely my favorite looking one here so far. So with that, everyone, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.